Hi, this is Casey Truby, and welcome to video 5 on our series on how to double your business this year, double it again next year, and double it the year after that. And then once you get to 10 million, all the rules change, but we'll work on it then. Won't that be nice to have whole new problems? Okay, so here's the next thing we do to double your business. You must have a good working website. I know I just told you on a few lessons ago that direct mail's the king of marketing because nobody else does it. But you have to have a website because so many people use it. Today, in buying professional services, as an example, if I'm going to hire a lawyer, an accountant, an architect, 75 to 86% of the people, even if they get a referral, will look the name up on the internet first before they call you on the phone. And the same thing happens in other types of businesses like construction or service companies. Retailers are pretty much the only people that get a pass on this, but that's because they're on Main Street paying $36 a year in rent per foot, and they got an 18-foot sign, so they can skip some of this internet stuff. Although a lot of brilliant retailers have a web division, and they sell all over the country by shipping on UPS and email now. But anyway, back to the point. Get a good website. Now, a website is not a brochure. A website is a collector. The whole job is to collect people who are thinking about doing business with you so you can follow up and make sales. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Let's take a look at this computer screen. This is a website that I have for my QuickBooks seminar business. I teach accountants how to go out and do QuickBooks seminars as a marketing tool. And I use this website. It's called a landing page. Some people call it a squeeze page. Its whole purpose, and that's the whole website. What you're looking at is that's it. There's no other pages. There's no back end. There's no drop downs, no blogs, nothing. It's just a simple single page that captures first name and last name and email address. And I'm going to tell you why we do this. Once I get their name, then I can start following up. This is somebody who has a short little interest in me. They're thinking about it. Now, my phone number is on here, so if they do want to call right away, they can pick up the phone. But as soon as I get an email in, I use an autoresponder. We'll talk about that in future videos. I use an autoresponder to immediately let that person know I have your name. Here's an attached brochure. Here's my phone number. Give me a call. We'd love to talk to you. But the real critical thing is to get the name. See, we spend a lot of money on advertising, but we think the only value of advertising is to get somebody to come in and write us a fat check. And hopefully they do, because then we can break even our ads. But some people don't want to write you a fat check right now. They're just mildly interested. They're just barely raising their hand. And that's when we want to send them to this squeeze page or landing page so we can capture their data and move forward. Now, I will tell you what happens in our business. And if you look at the screen again, this is the second website on our QuickBooks seminar. And what we do here is when we get somebody to just give us their name, they automatically get routed to our full service website. But on our full service website, we're offering, here's our free gift, here's our free newsletter, here we'll answer any question you have, here's another product we sell, here's another product we sell. And so this whole website is designed to start this interaction with my prospect. Now, here's the mistake that most people make in business when they're using the internet. They post a brochure and they say, here's everything we do, and isn't that nice? And we hope you read all the way through it. Well, I don't want them to just read the website. I want them to interact, ask for things. I want them to send me their email so I can follow up. If I've got them interactive, my chances of turning them into a client are far, far greater. Now, we actually have a third website that we send people to even deeper, and that's the one kctruby.com, and that has all of our products and services where you can get our paperless office system. You can even rent websites from us that are on the top of Google. But our deep website, kctruby, 7 letters, kctruby.com, well, that's where we post all of our full-blown details about doing business with us. Whether you want to go paperless or use our websites that are already at the top of Google, if you want to hire out-of-office labor. We've got a lot of services we've developed for my wife's business and for her clients that we now make available to all businesses, with the idea that hopefully these cost-saving techniques and these marketing systems will drive your net cash flow to double. But the whole point of this story is that you use these simple websites to get the name get the interaction. Later on, you can go in and get the sale. And at any time somebody's really interested, they're going to pick up the phone anyway, or they're going to email back and say, I'd like to talk to you. And then, of course, you pick up the phone immediately. Now, I'm going to tell you a few other things about the websites. An internet website by itself, sitting out there, will not make you any money unless you're in some really unique situation where everybody on the planet is searching for you. And believe me, it won't take very long before competitors figure that out, because they have little software bots that, robots, that's what that meant. They have little software bots that go out and search on what are people searching on and how many times did they click. And as soon as you come up with something really unique, everyone's going to know about it. No way to keep that from happening. But I'm talking to businesses now, local businesses now. And if you're using a website, you've got to drive traffic. You can't depend on traffic just finding you by accident. And here's what that means. Whenever I run any advertisement, we always mention the website. Whenever I send out a letter, we always mention the website. And I send out a lot of mail. I want them to either call us on the phone or mail the order blank, the fax the order blank that's in the direct mail right back to us. But if they don't, I want them to go to this website and at least leave their name and email so I can continue following up with them with new information until they do buy. And so if you do set up a website, realize that it's just part of your marketing mix. And I shouldn't have said that if you do. By goodness, if you don't, you're just plumb nuts. Because in the marketing, it keeps moving. And right now, people are very interested in looking at your website before they buy from you. So here's my final advice on doing a website. Number one, make it a squeeze page when people first come to your site so you can grab their name and email address. And you've got to make them an offer. You can watch this video, you can download the price list, you can get a free sample, something that fits your business to entice them to go ahead and click through and leave their information. When that happens, send them to your interactive page where they can ask questions or get demos online. And then once you have that name and you're following up with it, drive them to your full service, full presentation webpage. And it can all be just stacked on one website. You don't have to get that clever, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on this either. Websites can be developed fairly inexpensively because there's so much templates out there. So get a website that works. And if your website currently is not generating any traffic, send our office an email and we'll send you some advice on what to do. So this is Casey Truby, Lonesome Cowboy. Let's keep your cash register ringing.